What's up? What's up? How we doing, folks? How we doing? I hope you had a phenomenal Cinco de Mayo. I hope you had a great Tuesday. It's been a fun week for me personally. Ooh, I can play music on here. What? Okay, let's freaking go. You just It's called chill hop. Anyways, I'm into it. Let me know if it's like really not. Ooh, minimal house. Heck yes. Let's freaking go. Okay, those of you who are here, I would love to know your thoughts on this music that we have right now. Do we like it? Is it good background? Is it a good background moment? Gabby, always first to the chat, girl. What's going on? How's your day? How's your calls going, girly? Because we know that the fortune is in the follow-up. Can you guys hear the music? It's just me. I would like to know. I'm always hearing when I'm not. Gabby is everywhere. She has this like presence about her. I don't know if you guys know. No, just kidding. Anyways, what's up, Diablo Morgan? How you doing? So today we have lots to talk about. First of all, I'm stoked because literally less than a week away from the Hype Collective first group coaching session launching. So next Tuesday is the day where we have our first group coaching call, kicking off the Hype Collective with you guys. But what's awesome is that you get instant access to the Hype Collective as soon as you sign up. So I am running a 20% off coupon code to join now before we launch our first group coaching session next week. So run, jump, go grab it because I'm probably going to turn off that discount code or reduce it this week. And depending on how people sign up. So percent off of the Hype Collective. And if you're like just joining and you're like, Jen, what the heck is the Hype Collective? So happy to chat with you about it. So if you're a real estate agent, real estate professional in any capacity, the Hype Collective it's got 3 pillars to it. So the first part of it is the group coaching, where I do 2 live group coaching sessions with you guys every single month. And there's going to be Q&A stuff. I might do some hot seat stuff, like one-on-one with people within that. And we're going to be going over a ton of different topics, specifically around the things that you're actually struggling with. So what's cool is that all of the stuff that I do and all the aspects that are included with the Hype Collective, they're all interconnected and they all make sense. Because when you sign up for the Hype Collective, number one, I have you fill out a questionnaire. It's like 20 plus questions about your business specifically. What are you struggling with? What are your areas of opportunity? What tools and systems do you need? What types of things do you need in order to be more successful or take the next step in your business or whatever that might be, whether you're brand new or you're experienced or you're running a team, whatever, this is going to be beneficial for you because this vault is so jam-packed with information for agents at all different levels. So the first leg or pillar of the Hype Collective is that group coaching. The second is this vault, which is insane. So if you see the screenshot above me or behind me, wherever, whatever platform you're on, that is just a screenshot of a few things of like what it looks like inside, where you're going to get folders, you're going to have documents, folders within folders about a ton of different topics. And I will dive a little bit deeper into that in a little bit. But like, just to give you guys a quick example, I'm going to pull this up so you can see it. Okay. So the vault, here we go. I'm just going to read you like some of the topics, folders that are in there. So first of all, it's this Google Drive link with all of these folders of just the main bullet points. We've got mindset and sales psychology, buyer systems, ChatGPT courses, client retention and loyalty systems, investor stuff. We've got lead conversion and lead generation in there, leveraging systems, listing stuff, luxury systems, marketing and social media, open house systems, productivity systems, scripts, tools and templates, and I upload all the monthly coaching replays in that vault as well. So the coaching aspect of it, the live, the real time, the consistency with that, you get the vault, the actual physical tools and resources to implement in your business, and you get a community. So everyone in the Hype Collective is going to be invited into my Discord channel, a private area where just you guys get to hang out, and it's literally open 24/7. So the virtual office that's in there, you can pop into it anytime. You can tag the whole group and say, hey, anybody want to practice scripts with me right now? Or, hey, I want to deep dive into the luxury systems folder. Who wants to do that with me? Who wants to chat more about what we just talked about at our group coaching session the other day? Whatever it is, you can also, it's a phenomenal place to get referrals and send referrals and to network with other top agents all over the globe, for that matter, because you can be licensed at any brokerage, you can be located, you can be a real estate agent anywhere on the globe and be a part of the Hype Collective. And one thing, strength that I think that my whole Hype Collective has is that we're located all over the place. We have different backgrounds. All of us, we have different ranges of what success looks like to us. We have different goals and all of that. But that diversity of thought, but all under the umbrella of like wanting to be successful, wanting to improve, wanting to have accountability, and being high drivers. Being in a group like that is going to broaden just your knowledge base. It's going to broaden your mindset and give you, accountability without being overbearing and have to give up half your commission to a team. So it's designed for all of those aspects. And what's interesting is that the pillars that I created the Hype Collective around actually mirror what I do and how I coach and train agents on a more like specific level. So for example, with lead generation, I always recommend people choose 3 pillars of lead generation strategies in order to not put all eggs in one basket, and then also not get so distracted by all the shiny objects out there in real estate. So similarly for the Hype Collective, we have those 3 pillars to maximize the effectiveness of being in a group like this. So it's not just online courses. It's not just a Facebook group. It's not just me talking at you a couple times a month. Like it's all of those things wrapped in one, so that no matter where you're at, whether you learn visually or you learn by doing it, you learn by listening to other people or talking through other people, like whatever that is, I try to cover all of those bases so that as many agents that want this, they want help, they want to be serious, they want to be held accountable, they want to put some skin in the game, they want to invest in themselves and in their business, this is a great place to do that. So we've got the coaching twice a month. It's live. We've got the vault, which has endless stuff in there because we're continually adding to it. My team and I, we are adding to it, revising it, editing it, making it better, growing this vault always. So those of you who have already signed up, you got instant access to it. Since you signed up, there's things that have been added to it. So it's kind of fun to pop in there at different times and see, there's a new folder there. There's a new section on this, or there's more information about this particular topic that I'm interested in. So that's ever growing. And then that community, it's just there all the time, and you can pop in at any time. So a lot of the people already in the Hype Collective, they'll pop into that office and work. It'll be like their workstation. So I know a lot of us, we work remotely or we work at our houses or whatever. And so we get kind of lost. Oh, I got to do this, or I got to do lunch or whatever. But a lot of my agents use the Discord office to clock in, so to speak, and have that kind of be their accountability. Like, okay, I'm clocked in, I'm checked in, I'm here, and I'm going to do the work. So however you need to use that, if you want a body double, if you want to whatever, collab, all of that stuff is available to you and just increases the chances that you are going to implement, that you are going to see an increase in your business, whether that's, you're just looking to sell one more house, you're looking to sell 50 more houses. We have the structure and the system to set you up for that, and the people to support you around you that aren't your direct competition, because people are located all over the place. So check that out, you guys. You're going to get 20% off today. So go run and grab that, because that discount's going to go away when we start our very first Hype Collective group coaching call next Tuesday. That code is HYPE20 to get 20% off. So check that out. All righty. What do we have next? Also, excuse me. If you missed the live yesterday, I interviewed Chris Heller, who was the former CEO for a long time at Keller Williams. He is currently the chief real estate officer for Movado or Ojo. And he is an industry leader in the real estate space. He started in real estate when he was 20, his very first year. I think he sold like 70 homes, something like that. And he hasn't stopped since. So he's been in the real estate game for decades. So that conversation was really enlightening, really helpful. I think also very timely for real estate agents right now, whatever stage in the game that you are. Also timely for just the season. We're definitely well into second quarter now, ramping up for everything. So go check that out if you have not. It's on my YouTube channel, State of Jen. So check that out. It's also really exciting. I'm on Spotify now, you guys. So my podcast is called The Hype Seat, and you can go check that interview out with Chris Heller either on YouTube or Spotify. And also, if you are somebody that is interested in being interviewed, if you have reached success or you have a certain niche, and it doesn't actually have to be real estate specific. I mean, that's kind of ideally, my niche and where I'm at, but I am a lifelong learner, and we are more than just what we do in real estate. And so if you are an expert in your area, or an up and coming expert. So I see that there's a gap in right now, like with podcasts and things like that. What we hear and see on social media is like people at the top, like the pinnacle, and they've arrived and they've hit the success, and we hear that all the time. But if you're even somewhere in the middle of like maybe you're a rising star, or like you are on your way to reach whatever it is that success means to you, and you want to share your story, or you want to provide value for people or whatever, I would love to have the opportunity to chat with you and see if it'd be a good fit for the Hype Seat, my new podcast. So feel free to DM me with that, and we can chat about it. So that's going on. Also, every single month, I have a free Zoom webinar called Follow Up is Forever. It happens every third Tuesday of the month. And if you struggle at all with follow-up, if you need some new ideas for it, if you need some scripts, if you need to modernize your follow-up strategies, you need accountability around follow-up, a structure, a system, a schedule around all that. I go over so many different topics surrounding follow-up because, in my opinion, it is the lifeblood of your business. A lot of people would argue that lead generation is the lifeblood. And while I do think we're talking like 1A, 1B for lead generation and follow-up as being the foundation of your business, follow-up I like to focus on, because you could have thousands of leads, but if you don't follow up with them, all of that is garbage. So that's why I prioritize and really like to focus on the follow-up, because that's where most agents miss the mark. So yeah, when we get a new lead come in or we get a new opportunity, we're excited and we give them a call, but then after that, it's like dicey. So that's why I like to zero in on that and help you guys level up your follow-up game. So definitely sign up for that. Everything that I'm talking about, you'll be able to find it in my Linktree link on any of my social profiles. So if you pop over there, you'll see a ton of stuff that you can get plugged in with, anywhere from free to paid. All the things are there for you. There's a ton of free content I put out. The Follow Up is Forever event every third Tuesday of the month. That is for free. It's a Zoom link. You just go register for that. You can also sign up for my newsletter. If you want to, know about my events coming up or podcasts that I'm on or that I'm hosting. If you want some, cool realtor tips, tricks, tools, things like that. I don't spam you. I don't email you every single day. It's just, a couple times a month, I'll give you some items of value. So that's a great way to connect. Also, the Hype Collective. That's probably the best way to get connected, to be immersed, to invest in yourself, help your business grow. And to give you some context, if you sell one additional home just by being a part of the Hype Collective, it way more than pays for your investment in that and in yourself. And one of the main things that I am a very firm believer in is your biggest investment and your best asset is yourself as a business owner and obviously real estate agent. And so take the time to do that. And I get that. Maybe you're newer, maybe you're not generating a ton of income yet from real estate, and so you can't spend a lot of money. Well, this is low cost. This is I think it's less than $4 a day to be a part of the Hype Collective, and you can get 20% off right now using code HYPE20. But when you think about, you've heard the term, you got to spend money to make money, and that's not always the case. But investing in yourself, whatever that looks like, is absolutely needed in order to level up, scale up, learn, grow, and reach the success that you want. Success is not within your comfort zone box. Success is not in your limiting beliefs. It is outside of those things. And the Hype Collective helps you push past that, because you've got a community of people. Everyone in the Hype Collective you're going to have access to. You're going to be able to 24/7 pop into our virtual office in the Discord to be able to collab and connect and send and receive referrals to. You also have the tools that actually are going to help you with literally every system you can think of in real estate that that applies to your business is in this vault in some capacity. And if we don't have something, guess what? I love feedback. So you can let me know, hey, Jen, I want to know about this topic, or I would love a tool for this or a system for that. You can let me know that. We'll create it for you. So that's what's really cool, is you get to be an interactive partner with this Hype Collective. Like it is what you make it, just like anything in life. Like it works if you work it. And so being interactive, showing up, implementing the things that we're talking about, and being consistent is going to be the game changer for you, not only in your business, but like getting the value out of being a part of the Hype Collective. I want you to get 20% off. I want you to get in here. Hype20 is your code to get that 20% off right now. So run and grab that before it runs out. And then obviously the coaching aspect of it, the live interactive stuff is super important. Someone that, I've been in this game for over 13 years. I've been at every single level and every single job that's associated with real estate. I've pretty much done it. And so I bring a unique perspective to help you regardless of where you're at in the real estate space. So having the coaching on a regular basis that's live, having this vault, and having the community, the more that you plug in, the more you're going to get out of it. The only thing I cannot do, because this is not a magic pill, there's no magic pill for success. There's no secret sauce to get what you want or what you dream of. It takes work. And I don't candy coat that. I'm not going to give you BS about that. This is not a magic pill, but this is a community and environment to help you thrive and success. But you have to show up, you have to implement, you have to be consistent. And that's always going to be the case no matter what. So what's up? Where are you guys tuning in from? Who do we got in here? What's up, Emily? Welcome. We're chatting all things Hype Collective, all the resources that I have for you guys as real estate agents. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat for me to talk about. Yesterday, though, for those of you guys who are just joining, I interviewed Chris Heller, the former CEO of Keller Williams International, and he is a chief real estate officer for Movado, and working on some cool AI stuff for real estate agents. He has a company that you can do role play with. You can literally call, and it's an AI person, but they have certain personalities, certain lead types or whatever, and you can practice your scripts and role play with that. So go check out that interview with him. I put all of his links. He is actually also a best-selling author, so you can check out his book link there, where to get resources from him and learn from him. So that interview was awesome yesterday. So if you missed the live, go check it out on either YouTube or Spotify. My podcast is The Hype Seat. You can go check that out there. So what do we got? Gabby, how are you doing? What do you think, for you, what is the most important aspect? Because you're in the Hype Collective, and you are, someone that's been around for a little bit. What's most important to you as far as the support and the resources that you want, or that you've been impacted by within the Hype Squad? That would be awesome if you want to share and you're able to about that. Because you guys, a lot of my Hype members, and love you guys, they will pop in and out of my lives, and I love to hear their feedback and their testimonials. And oh my gosh, is that Kyle? Fire State, what's up, my guy? How's it going? It's been a while. Oh my gosh, Kyle, you need to know about the Hype Collective. Dude, okay, listen, we're in pre-launch right now. It's happening next week. Next week is our first live group coaching session. You can be licensed anywhere. You don't have to change your license. You can be anywhere in the globe, licensed real estate agent with any brokerage, and you can be a part of the Hype Collective now. I'm opening it up for everybody. I'm doing 2 group coaching sessions every single month. Plus, you get access to this vault. You can see the screenshot behind me. This is just a tiny, tiny little snapshot of what you're going to get in the vault. Tons of resources for real estate agents. I'm going to read through some of the topics that are in there, and all the resources that you get. So we've got in the vault that you get access to when you join the Hype Collective, and you get instant access to it. So I give it to you right away before we even have our first coaching session next week. But we've got mindset and sales psychology, buyer systems, ChatGPT courses for real estate agents, client retention and loyalty systems, investor stuff. We've got lead conversion, lead generation, leveraging systems, listing systems, luxury systems. If you want to break into the luxury market, this is exactly how to do it. Marketing and social media strategies, open house systems, productivity systems, a full scripts vault with hundreds of scripts for you guys. and tools and templates. Plus, I upload all the monthly replays of those coaching calls in the vault. So if you have to miss one, no big deal. You can go watch the replay. And on top of that, I have a private area in my Discord channel just for the Hype Collective members only. So you can pop in there anytime to collaborate with people, send and receive referrals. You want to co-work, practice your scripts, role play, cold call live, and have people give you feedback, like all the things. It is designed for you to plug in, get accountability, create accountability challenges with each other, use the vault, and then, have our group coaching sessions together every single month. So Kyle, I would love to have you in there. Hi. How's real estate going for you? And Gabby says, I've got support coming from everywhere now. Yes, absolutely. And that's the idea, you guys, because we all have different personality types, we all have different goals and all that. So we're going to naturally connect with, people that we have things in common with. And that's what's really cool about the diversity on and within the Hype Collective community, is that we're located all over the place with different backgrounds and with different perspectives and all of that. And that's a strength. And you can, find your people, find, the group that you're going to get the maximum support from, encouragement from. It's going to motivate you, to hold you accountable, right? We all need that. And it's so important to invest in ourselves, especially when we're running our own businesses. So super excited about having that launch. Our very first group coaching call is going to be next Tuesday. So don't miss out on the 20% off. Kyle, you can get 20% off right now with using code HYPE20. And how you get there is you go to any of my social media profiles and you'll click on my link tree. The very first button there is that Hype Collective link, and it'll take you to the webpage that tells you all the things that you get with it. And then at checkout, you apply the code first. It'll update the pricing for you. And then you can either pay for it monthly or you can pay for the whole year upfront. What's up, Sidoriak? We got another Hype member in the chat. How you doing, my guy? Are we making calls today? Are we converting? Are we selling real estate? That's what I would like to know. And I feel like anytime I ask Sidoriak that question, it's always yes. It's always yes, obviously. Can you guys hear the music that I have lightly playing in the background? I kind of like the vibe. Don't worry, it's not copyrighted. I'm allowed to play it. So don't report me. Any hoozles. Well, thank you so much for everyone in the chat. We are on, yes, calling Fizbos. That's what I like to hear, my guy. You guys, if any of you would like a confidence booster, if any of you would like to know how to sound swaggy on your calls, join the Hype Collective, because you will get to hear Jeremy Sidoriak, who is a part of the Hype. He loves to cold call, and he's great at it. He has a sales background. And he is really, really awesome to listen to in his calls. And he's so giving and sharing of his time. He will pop into our private Discord office and he will make calls and allow people to listen in. So I know a lot of people, like the number one most requested piece of content that agents ask me to do are scripts. And it's really cool when you have a community of people who are willing to put themselves out there, not only to like the ones that are quote unquote at the top or do it really well. They're willing to hop in there and let you listen in. And we have agents who are bold enough to be like, hey, I'm new at this, or I'm not great at this, but I want to be. So they're willing to make calls and have people like Jeremy and myself, cool, and all these people that do cold calling at a high level, just lean into them and help you if that's something that you're struggling with. So we have two ends of it. So you don't have to be intimidated, because we have people that are both, like want to be better at scripts and want to do cold calls that are making live calls to get feedback. And then we have top producing agents who are also making calls that you can listen in on and learn from. And so it's a really cool community of people that are genuinely there to support and both receive and give value. And that's what's really, really cool about the people in the Hype Collective. So if you're at all on the fence, we'll run and go grab it. You get 20% off today using code HYPE20. So go grab that. Clip that, Stylish. I don't even know if she's on here. Tell her I'm live. So anyways, super excited about that launching next week. What else do we got? I said this earlier, but those of you newbies that are here, if you want to be interviewed and be on my podcast called Hype Seat, let me know. And I'm looking for, the ideal person that I would like to interview, I'm looking for people in on their way to the top or on their way to reaching the success that they desire, and also people at the top, right? So if you're a rising star in the real estate space, or actually, it doesn't even have to necessarily be real estate related, but anything like personal development, business growth, obviously real estate, duh. But any space where you've either reached a level of, excellency, or you've nailed something in your industry, that has to do with that entrepreneurship, things like that. Like I'm really looking for people that either have hit the top of their game or are on their way to that, because a lot of times we're missing that gap between. So we always hear the success stories right at the top, but I feel like we don't often hear about what that journey looks like and what those roadblocks are along the way, or what hurdles you have to jump through, or the failures that you've experienced. And so I even want to interview people who are on their way to that and just figuring it all out, because I think that is so much more relatable, and there's a lot we can learn from those of you who are on their way to hitting that top level. So if you want to be on my podcast, The Hype Seat, let me know. Send me a DM, send me an email, and we'll find out if you're a good fit. So that's an opportunity for you guys. What's up, Michael Myers? Glad to have you guys. If you have any questions, or if you want to pop in the chat, where you sell real estate so we can collab, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. That would be awesome. And I'm also going to be making some calls here to the agents who have scheduled a call with me at all in the past, because most of the agents who schedule calls with me are wondering what I provide for coaching and what I do for all of that. And so I'm giving them all a call to let them know about the Hype Collective that is launching next week. But what's cool is that when you sign up today, I am not leaving you empty-handed. You're getting instant access to this vault. So you can see I've just taken a few little snapshots, screenshots of some of the documents and folders that are all in there, jam-packed with resources for real estate agents. So I want to give you guys something as soon as you sign up. Plus, you're going to get a questionnaire that's going to tell me all about your business, where you're at. So that way I can focus on the people who are in the Hype Collective, which are actually struggling with the tools and resources and the things that you want to talk about that are going to help you in your business. Those will dictate the topics that we're going to be going over in those live coaching sessions twice a month. So check that out. Click the link in my profile, and you can find out more and sign up. Make sure you put input code HYPE20 to get 20% off. Okay, so I have to scroll. I think I leave off the last one. Let's check you. Ooh, this is fun. Okay, so you guys, for my calendar and everything, I use Google Calendar. I also have this on my desk. It's a notepad, and because I still like to write things down or whatever. And I have I wrote down, or like if I'm listening to a podcast or like whatever, I'll sometimes jot down quotes. And I just glanced and I saw this one. This is good. The quality of a lead is determined by the skill and the will of the agent. I was listening to a talk by Matt Smith, top agent, coach, whatever. And so the quality of a lead is determined by the skill and the will of an agent. So often we hear and we say that, oh, like these leads are bad, or this system's leads, they're not good, or, whatever, right? And we're so quick to blame something exterior than it is on like taking responsibility and ownership of our own skill and our will. And I just loved that, because it's so true, you guys, because if you imagine the top agent that you can think of, like someone that you aspire to be, an agent that you know is successful and has a proven track record, and then you could compare that to you or whatever. And if you think about it, and you gave the same lead to that top agent you have in your mind versus you, like who has the highest chance? Like, is it the lead's bad, or is it that you're just not good at follow up, or you're not good at your scripts, you don't know what to say, or you have confidence issues or whatever? And so I just love that quote, because it's so true. No lead is a bad lead. You just don't have the skill or the determination or will to make it convert. So anyways, there's a little truth bomb for you. Okay, where am I at here? Last person I called was Sabrina, so I need to go up after that. There we go. All right. We're calling Amy next. Okay, didn't answer. That's all right. On to the next. You guys, and this is truly a follow-up. It's not sexy. It's not always fun, but you know what is fun? Is closing deals. And the only way you're going to close deals is if you do consistent follow up and not give up just because someone quote unquote ghosted you. There is no ghosting. Okay. They're just not interested yet or aren't ready yet. And if you do the follow up and you stay consistent and stay top of mind when they are ready, then they're going to think of you first. And I've even had it where, like, magically I called people at the right time, but really it's not because I have a magic ball. It's just because I'm consistent with my follow up. And like when you're consistent with something, you're going to experience quote unquote magic, or people, oh my gosh, like that's crazy that you were thinking about me at this time, right? It feels like that when you are doing the right things over and over and over and over again. If you're always doing the right things, you're not going to miss an opportunity, or you'll minimize your risk of losing opportunity. Okay, wait, where did that go? Oh, here we go. Hey there, Karen. It's Jen Grandjohn with the State of Jen. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I don't know if you remember what we spoke last year, and I know you were kind of getting things kicked off and were had called about coaching and whatnot with me. Are you still with EXP? Oh, awesome. Okay, well, yeah, I was just calling to see how real estate was treating you and how things were going. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, if you need anything, feel free to let me know. Thanks so much. Yep. Bye. All right. On to the next. Still ringing. What's up, Jessica? How are you, girl? Are you excited? Are you ready for next week on Tuesday, our first coaching session? I'm stoked, as you can tell. It's going to be fun. We're going to have so much to talk about, and I'm ready to get you guys launched into just improving your business and doing what it takes and helping you with all the things that are going to help get you to where you want to go. So next Tuesday, it's going to be lit. Be there. And right now we're doing 20% off. So use code hype20 to get your discount before we take that down and get started next week. Bum, 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 bum. New agent, blah, blah, blah. Let's call Joanna, shall we? Hey, Jessica. All right, 5 rings, you're out. All right, so what's up? I'm so excited you're excited, Jessica. Let's freaking do this. It's going to be lit. So if you guys don't know, we got Jessica, Gabby, and Jeremy in the chat who are all a part of the Hype Collective, who are ready to level up and scale their businesses. And our first call is next Tuesday. Woo woo. Ooh, let's call Destiny. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so if you guys are just joining, I am calling a lot of the agents who have scheduled calls with me before to let them know about the Hype Collective. And you guys go tell a friend too. Like maybe you're like, no, I'm good, but you know a real estate, we all know a real estate friend who would benefit from what we're talking about, from having coaching on a regular basis, from having vault access to systems and processes that would be a game changer in their business. We all know a real estate agent who would benefit from having a community of agents operating at a high level who are reaching for their goals and not just being passive about it, but that are actually showing up. And when you guys see that, like there's something that happens in your brain when you hang out with high producing people, it has an effect on what you do and what you're motivated to do. So if you're feeling a lack of motivation, if you're feeling like, you kind of, you do really good for a week or a couple of days and then you fall off and then you get discouraged and you have these cycles, these, short stints of motivation that keeps waning. Well, being a part of a group where sure we're all human and we all go through times of being not feeling motivated and all of that, but being a part of a group like this, there's strength in that because there's always going to be people who are going to be motivated, right? So if you're on a down day, you pop into the Discord office and let people know that, like, the more that you show up, the more you're consistent with that, the more that you lean into it instead of isolating yourself, the more that you're going to, the more chances you are to go get motivation and get the support and the encouragement that you need to keep going. A lot of times in real estate, it feels like you're on this island and you don't have a community, even if you're in an office, right? Because everyone's doing their own thing. With Hype Collective, it's very intentional. It's very much, we're there to pour into each other and to get value and all of that. Jessica, also going back and listen to the podcast, there's so many good nuggets. Yes, Jessica, so glad you brought that up because the talk that I had yesterday, if you missed it, you guys go check it out. It's on YouTube and now on Spotify. You guys, my podcast, The Hype Seat, is now live on Spotify, so you can go check out the interview that I had with Chris Heller, the former CEO of Keller Williams, yesterday. So many good nuggets. I actually rewatched it today myself because he said a lot of really great things, golden nuggets, like you said, Jessica, yesterday. Of just, I felt encouraged after that conversation. He gave, some mindset strategies that are really helpful for real estate agents. So if you feel like, you want to learn something, and especially from somebody who has been in this industry for a long time, but has also stayed in tune with what's going on, the changes in the real estate landscape, the changes in our world, he has stayed relevant all throughout that. So go listen to that if you missed it on YouTube, A State of Jen, or on Spotify. Okay, where was I at? I just called Destiny. And if you're wondering, Jen, why are you writing things down? Don't you have a CRM? Absolutely, bet your booty I do. Um, at this stage in the game, especially when I'm on live, it's easier for me to write this down. I take a picture, send it to my admin, and they pop my notes in my CRM system. So don't think I don't have one. I absolutely do. I actually have multiple. So let's see. Oh, I think one of these cuties just took his real estate licensing test. And so I need to May 10th. What's today? The 7th? Oh my gosh, I'm going to text him. Text him and wish him luck. Cute. Okay, cool. Did that. What's up, you guys? How you doing? If you're just popping in, we're doing some calls, some follow-up calls with agents, and also chatting all things Hype Collective. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can feel free to schedule a call, but if you want to just go ahead and grab 20% off, you can use code HYPE20. Okay, cool. On to the next. Okay, hey Jessica, hey Gabby. What do you guys want to chat about? Very helpful. Oh, thank you, Dushar. I appreciate it. You're live everywhere right now. Okay. You guys knew the exorbitant amount of tabs that I have open on my computer screen. It's enough to make a sane person be very stressed. Anybody else? Does anybody else have a million tabs open constantly as a real estate agent? Was posting this video. Woo! What's up, Stylish Bear? Can you join my live chat while I'm live on like 57 different platforms? Just curious, asking for a friend. We are already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 calls deep. Having fun, talking Hype Collective. Ooh, Haley. Haley. Let's have a convo, shall we? Hold up, wait a minute. What are your thoughts on a seller having you disclose terms of offers in multiple offer situation? So, and again, every state's a little bit different, but technically you are obviously not supposed to disclose any terms. However, with seller's permission, sometimes it can be an advantage. So for example, I might do something and I like to get creative with it. So I'm not, pros, cons, best interest or no. Okay. This is a great question. So in a general sense, like I lean towards it's the cons of it are high in the sense that, you don't want to give up leverage, but if you're utilizing it to, let's say, okay, this actually, I'll give you an example to have this make sense. Earlier this week, or maybe it was last week, I had an agent text me, or we talked back and forth a little bit about it, and she had 2 offers that were very similar. One was higher but asked for closing costs, and the other one was lower but did not ask for closing costs. And so they both had pros and cons. And so what I told her to do is I said, I like the fact that these people can out of the gate pay for their own closing costs. So if these people came up 10 grand, you would be netting the same as this offer that's higher, but asking for closing costs. So in that case, oftentimes you don't actually have to disclose what the other offer is. creatively you can say, go to this agent, the offer that has, maybe stronger terms, everything is stronger except for price. You can say, hey, you have a good chance of winning and being number one if you bump up your offer by $10,000. So I didn't directly say, oh, the other offer is net $10,000 over yours. I'm saying, hey, you have a good chance. I'm not going to guarantee anything. You have a good chance of winning this if you bump up your offer by 10 grand. Then for your client, you get, they're getting highest price and best terms. So in any case that you can avoid disclosing about other offers and instead creatively, you know, give hints or clues to the offer that you do want to go with, but then you just tweak one or two things. That's usually how I approach that. So very rarely am I going to come out and say, and especially not without seller's permission, am I going to say, oh, the other offer is this, I need you to be at this. Does that make sense, Jessica? So I think that the instead of asking, oh, do I disclose, do I not? I would ask the question, can I creatively get what I want without having to disclose? And I will help other agents. Let's say I'm on the buy side and I'm in a multiple offer situation with my buyer clients. I will help that listing agent give me clues without pressuring them to tell me about those other offers because I know that they're not supposed to. So, for example, let's say I know there's multiple offers and whatnot. I'll call that agent and I would say, hey, how's our offer looking? And based on let's say they're like, you're maybe, second position or whatever. Okay, well, would this price get it done? Like if we came up to this price or if we change this about our offer, would that get it done? Would that put us in first position? So I'm helping that listing agent not have to tell me other things, but still give me the information I need to make my offer be in first position. So that's what I would do. Yeah. And if you are, though, if you're in a situation where, the seller wants you to disclose or whatever, if you think that, that's going to be necessary, then yes, absolutely get written permission, from your sellers or whoever your clients are to disclose that information. So that's my 2 cents on that kind of stuff. I'm always looking for creative ways to stay within the rules, but yet still get what I need to win and to help my clients. Okie dokes. What was I going to do? Oh, yes. Haley. Oh, she is. Well, let's just call her. She's in Oregon, my hometown. Seller's parents tell you about this music thing. Hey, Haley, it's Jen Grandjohn from Estate of Jen. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I know it's been a little while since we chatted, so I wanted to find out how real estate was treating you. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Well, good for you. Are you killing it? Are you feeling good on leads and closings and all of that? Mm-hmm. Sure. Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I know I was like, I'm going to give her a call because I know you're in my neck of the woods. And well, actually, I don't know if you know, but I actually just moved to Florida, but I still have my team in Oregon. So I'm not local anymore, but real estate, we can kind of do it from anywhere with what I do. Exactly. Well, I also thought of you too. So I know before when we talked, we were talking about the Hype Squad and you were kind of considering that and potentially making a move. But I actually just launched a group coaching membership where you can be licensed anywhere, but still be a part of the Hype Collective. And so I wanted to tell you about that and also give you a discount code because our first live coaching call is going to be next week. But essentially what the membership is, it's got 3 pillars basically. So I'm going to be doing live coaching calls every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. So those are live on Zoom and, just interactive, lots of really cool stuff. Then you also get access to a vault, which is insane. It's got like tons of tools and systems, resources, scripts, like stuff that's like actual real stuff that will help you in your business. And then the third pillar of it is the community. So I have a private area in my Discord channel just for the Hype Collective members, and there's a virtual office in there that you can pop into 24/7, and you can collaborate with everyone that's in there. You guys can do scripts and role play, make cold calls together, like whatever, get referrals from people. So yeah, kind of a three-pronged approach to a coaching membership to get you plugged in and help you with whatever aspect in your business that and wherever you're at. So I wanted to let you know about that. No, that's what's really cool about it, is that you can be licensed at any brokerage, you can be located anywhere and still be a part of it. So, yeah, I know when we talked before, it was like, "Hey, you gotta, join," and I still have that. I still have, like, my organization where people, if they hang their license here, they get a part of that. But I created this membership for the people who, wanna stay where they're at, but still be a part of and get coaching from me and get the tools and resources and have that community. So I just opened that up and yeah. Okay. So originally it's 199 bucks a month. And right now I'm doing a discount. I will text you a discount to get 20% off of that. And it's not just 20% off for a month. It's literally 20% off for the entire year. So I'll text you that code, but get in on it, because that code is going to go away at minimum when I launch our first coaching call next week. So grab it before that goes away. But yeah, I'll give you that. So, and it comes out to like less than $4 a day, essentially, is how it works out. So, but yeah, so 20% off, I think that comes out to like 160 bucks a month. So yeah, yeah. So wanted to make it, yeah, I wanted to let you know about that and see how you were doing. So I'll send that, I'll text you right now if that works best for you. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I've been through that too, so I get it. Yeah, that is so hard. I'm so sorry, but yes, but okay, well, don't be a stranger. Yeah, just let me know. Keep in touch with me, and but I would love to. I know it would help you. Like, and the way I kind of put it in perspective for people, because I get it. You're like, oh man, everything's tight, but for sure, at minimum, being a part of it, like, even if you got one extra deal by doing it, it more than pays for, so I kind of like to think about investments in terms of, okay, what am I going to get back? And what's the ROI on it? And so that I'm confident of, like I said, you get one referral from it, or just like leveling up your follow up or your lead generation or whatever, just by being a part of it, it's going to pay off tenfold for you. So, um, So yes, you can either, and actually there's two options: that you can pay monthly or you can pay for the full year up front. So obviously, monthly is probably going to be where you're at, but so yes, you have that option to pay monthly if you want. Oh, okay. Good for you. That's awesome. For sure. Okay. Awesome. That sounds good. All right. Thanks, Haley. Let's chat soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Love her. Yay. Okay, she's gonna do it. She's gonna work it out. Yay, you guys. We're gonna get another Hype Collective member. Let's freaking go. Whoop whoop. Okay, you guys, I have to go pick up my kids. But to recap really quickly, what's up? Who do we got in here? Hey, hey, hey. So I've got to run. I'll be back later. But go grab 20% off. Hype 20 is your code to go get 20% off of the Hype Collective. You get 2 group coaching calls live with me every single month. You get access to this vault that is insane. And you get access to everyone in the Hype Collective in my Discord channel, 24/7 access to a virtual office to collaborate with everyone, get help, get motivation, get encouragement, get referrals, all the things. So go check that out. 20% off right now. Get it before that ends. And I will see you guys a little bit later today. Perfect. Will do, Jer. All right. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.